Out of it? Like, out of it how?
Like, he was trying to.
No one cares.
He was calling everybody out.
For being themselves?
Are you bucking at me?
She's swing bucking.
Pole bucking.
Let's not have any stripper fights in here. We do not have.
Stripper fight! Hands only, legs holding you up.
Shit went very acrobatic very quickly.
This became a fucking, what's his name? Jackie Chan fight very quickly.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of slapping going on, but I'm not sure where from. Up here, down here.
Oh God! Stop it! No. All right, we ready to record an actual episode?
Yeah, you're gonna have to spray.
Make like a bread truck and haul buns.
Yeah, mom or yum. Hey there, folks. Welcome to episode 22 of the KJ&A podcast. I'm Jay.
And I'm K22.
Yeah. So I find it funny that when I start, I can actually do it very quickly.
Uh-huh.
Like, I actually
That's what she
practiced. Shut up. And, you know, I see people on TikTok who do their TikToks and they just like run through and there's like no mistakes, no uhs or you know, yeah, none of that. You just, how do you do it? Is your brain functioning?
Well, you notice that they cut a lot, right?
No, Anime Senpai does not cut. It's like it's a straight shot. He has like 10 years of actual radio, radio jockeying.
Yeah. DJing? RJ?
Yeah.
The face was.
Sorry, the cats. The cats with those weird meows. Yeah, it's like, are you buying it?
What are you doing? Are you broken? Someone break my cat, make it into a cat.
It's a key. Oh, we're so.
All right, so
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the sidetrack out of the way.
Yeah. So the anime that we watched this week is Weathering with You.
I find it funny that the title in Japanese is Tinky no Ko, but it actually translates to Child of Weather or Weather Girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that works. I feel like Weathering You with You was probably like the English version of watch how funny this is because of what it's about.
Weather.
Huh?
Weather.
They could have called it like Weathering the Bullshit.
Could have called it Sunshine Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of titles they could have went with.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Random island, waterfish.
yeah, waterfish. Look, they're landing, and then they just kind of
Cloud islands.
yeah. There's
Sky dragons.
Sky dragons. Pray for sunshine.
Ah yes, pray for sunshine.
Pray for sunshine. I don't know. I actually liked it. I thought it was really good.
I mean, cinematography wise, I loved it.
Yeah.
Like the cinematography, the animation, the
fucking
overall
art
design.
was like. I mean, if you're gonna be doing a movie based on weather, your water effects better be goddamn amazing. And
see
they were.
Now, that's what I loved about it because they did a combination of 3D animation on top of the hand drawn.
Yeah.
So you get that depth.
And you couldn't even tell.
No.
Which was great because usually you can still sort of feel it, but with this one, like you couldn't even tell. Like I knew that was how they did it, but it wasn't something that jumped out at me watching it. And like the weather effects were so fucking good, and the backgrounds were fucking gorgeous.
As always, like I said, I can't not with a film like this because once again, I'll compare. I'll be like, all right, Ghibli. Anything. So basically, Miyazaki, Hosoda, and Shinkai, like top 3 directors right now, and whoever they get to do their art for any movie
fucking amazing.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Character design, art, and animation.
Yeah, I don't even have any complaints about the character design. They just feel like correct.
Yes.
It just feels right. Like I really enjoyed. I mean, this almost felt like I wouldn't say it's up there with Your Name. I mean, it's up there, but it's not as gripping as Your Name was. But the story was really fun.
I think. Yeah.
I mean, I put it like probably right below
Your Name.
Your Name.
Okay.
I mean, again, for some, I guess it's just like there's certain slice of lives that are just really good because.
I mean, because he says Shinkai said that with Your Name he used a sci-fi aspect, and I was like, okay, well, time traveling isn't always just sci-fi.
Yeah.
Because you added in the
fantasy and religious aspect.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have that fantasy element there. And I really think that it kind of stood out more than the sci-fi part, even though it did kind of feel sci-fi.
It felt more fantasy than sci-fi.
Right. And he said he went more fantasy with this one. I'm like, yes, it is heavy fantasy. Whereas, Your Name is like time traveling, which is a sci-fi thing, but
I feel
you
like
can achieve the same thing with magic.
Yeah. Yeah, magic or technology, but I feel like with that one it was more fantasy.
Yeah.
Your Name, I felt like it was more fantasy. Anyways, let's get to some acting shit, since apparently I already went through the
We already kind of jumped
art
on the art
and shit about how great it was.
So, let's see. I mean, for ratings, I think everything was pretty high. Ratings were
Not
very
surprised.
high. 7.5 out of 10 with 40,000 ratings from IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes, 92% for the tomato meter with 96 reviews, 96% from the audience score with over 250 verified ratings. My Enemy List was at 8.3 out of 10 with 508,767 users. Google users, 94%. 3,912 users, which is, that's a pretty big number for Google users.
Yeah, because Google users usually there's like three guys, and they're like,
I'm gonna watch this, and then I'm gonna rate it.
Oh no, super nerds.
Shut up, Bob! Don't touch my sock!
Ah, the true otaku. I live in my mom's basement, watching anime and playing video games. I can't be bothered to leave the couch, so I pee in a bottle on the floor.
Bob, where's my hot pocket?
I'm not saying Hot Pockets aren't bad, but I'm not saying they're great.
no, they are. They make poop until it's time to eat real food.
Like Subway. But Subway's flavors are elevated, whereas Hot Pockets are not.
Yeah, do you want flavor 1 or 6? That's Subway. Subway, eat flesh.
Is it fresh though?
No.
No.
Zombie, eat flesh.
Yes. It is that time of year.
Oh,
Yay!
yes.
It's hunting
Shit,
season.
is it gonna be past?
It's gonna be past.
No. It's gonna be just Halloween when we post this. Halloween's gonna be in a few days when this posts.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. If not, it's gonna be a few days behind. Pretty sure it's coming up and when this posts.
Huh.
Who cares? Halloween.
Fair enough.
I love it.
So yeah.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween. Maybe we should find a Halloween anime.
Well, we did Demon City Shinjuku.
It's too late, I guess. Oh well, should have thought about this earlier.
Yeah, we did say we were gonna do
Before we
spooky
did
month
it.
stuff. We should have mapped this out.
That's too bad. It's too late. Guess we're gonna fly from off plane. Oh, that's Halloween. Maybe it's not Halloween anymore.
Ow. Thinking about Hot Pockets now. God damn you.
That's okay. I'm gonna eat some chips. Go ahead.
So anyway, directed and written and edited by Makoto Shinkai. And yet again, he's joined by Rad Wimps for music. Yay, Rad Wimps.
I really like Makoto Shinkai.
Shinkai.
I really like him.
He's awesome. So this one came out in 2019, July 19th for Japan. For us, we got it in 2020, January 20th. Right before COVID. Yay!
Yeah. Well, something to enjoy while we're sitting at home, hating everything.
Yeah.
And being depressed.
Oh,
Thanks, COVID.
oh, we can't go outside? Okay, I got stuff I got to catch up on anyway.
All right, well, I guess it's time to watch anime.
Whoop. So our main protagonists are Hodoka Morishima, who is played by Brandon Ingman. We have Hina Amano, played by Ashley, and I really hope I don't butcher this, but Boetcher? It's Boettcher.
Botcher?
Boucher?
Boucher?
Boucher. See, that's
I
what.
don't-
See, that's why I was like, I have to find someone.
don't-
How do I say it?
Google,
So
how do you pronounce this?
It's
And then
too late now.
Google probably looked at you and went,
I was literally going to find a text to speech so I could be like, let me
Yeah.
put that doesn't see if it.
I mean, I think you can Google like how to pronounce insert word here,
Probably.
and it's probably like,
I mean, for translate, yes. Kisuke Suga was played by Lee Pace, which I was like, what? Lee Pace? Lee Pace, a big name actor?
from what?
Lee
I mean,
Pace?
I'm not good at this.
Have you seen the Hobbit films?
Yes.
Lord Thranduil.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at
Thrandy out!
I'm really bad at that. I'm sorry. It is apparently pronounced Betcher.
Betcher?
Betcher.
So the...
You said B-O-E.
Yeah.
T-T-C-H-E-R.
Yeah.
Yeah. Betcher.
Ah. All right.
We had to stop because there was a giant spider, and somebody was about to lose his shit.
I don't... I reiterate, as I just said, I don't do big spiders. When your leg span becomes as big as the palm of my hand, you must die.
It was a pretty big spider.
That's the third one, I think, this year.
Yeah, there was one down the place where I'm staying, and I was like, all right, dude, you need to go. Like, you need to not be in my room. And it walked out, and I was like, cool, we're friends. Because I don't want to keep killing things, because I hope that if I'm walking around at some point and something giant sees me, and I'm just minding my own fucking business, it isn't going to be like, squish my ass.
You have 4 appendages.
Yep.
We can be friends. If I'm a giant and you're small. If you have 6 appendages, we can still be friends. It's once you cross that threshold of 8, you've gotten 2 more legs. Guess what? Now you have
4 more legs.
Shh. 2 more legs in the last one I said 6. But now you've gone from having 3 body parts to 2 pieces. Now you're just a head and a thorax. We don't like you. We don't like you at all.
I think it's an abdomen.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care about. I'm not caring
Legs are
about.
attached to the thorax.
All I know is 8. 8.
8 legs. All right.
So, and I can fucking just sprint. Now, given I like Spider-Man, don't like spiders.
Okay.
Like ketchup, not a fan of tomatoes. I don't like where things come from.
I don't like the origin stories.
Nope.
That's what you're saying.
I'm like, I don't know. Peter Parker got his powers from, really
Okay,
like
so
a
Jay
spider.
murders spiders, and I try to keep them alive. That's our story.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Sticking to it.
All right, so Betcher.
Yeah, so we went from Betcher, Lee Pace as Suga, and Thranduil, and yeah, okay. So then we have Natsumi Suga, who is also another fairly big name actor, Alison Brie from the show Community, and also another show that's on Netflix, and I cannot remember the name of it because she played a female wrestler at that.
Oh, was it that series about female wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
I never saw it.
Oh, it was so good. Until they had to shut down production because of COVID, and then because of all the COVID restrictions and how close people had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix was just
Okay.
like, we're done.
We're done.
So no
conclusions.
I need to see conclusions,
Oh.
and they destroyed that chance and opportunity for me multiple times. Thanks, Netflix. You're fucking up. You're
Are
fucking
they,
up.
though? I mean, it was COVID. You can't.
The WWE is still going strong, and they are full on. And you can hate me all you want for saying it. Fake wrestling.
I mean, there's no such thing as real. Well, no.
Roman Greco.
Right. Yeah. That's wrestling. I mean, but they admit it's a fucking show.
It's a show. It's drama. It's soap opera.
fine.
It's the men's soap opera
Yeah,
of TV.
and that's granted. It wrestling like WWE is It hurts. That
Oh
is
yeah,
a
I mean,
joke.
yeah, I mean when you have to rig certain things, or you actually have to be like, all right, I gotta have this little razor blade so I can cut my
Even when you get fucking power bombed onto a fucking
springs and
that
shit.
ring is not made out of 80 feet of thick fucking foam. No, that shit hurts.
Yeah, which is why a lot of guys retire fairly,
Yeah,
within
and
a few
also
years.
because WWE does not give insurance. I watched an entire documentary on that about how like all the people, all our favorites and shit.
Yeah.
Once they leave that, they got nothing.
Nah.
They have absolutely nothing. They don't have insurance plans. Like they are fucked up body wise, and they got. I think it was focused almost solely on Roddy Piper, but it was completely like everyone who works for WWE is completely fucked. And then I also watched Last Week Tonight with John Oliver because I fucking love John Oliver.
Fair enough.
And he was talking almost solely about the World Wrestling Federation, how much Vince McMahon is a piece of shit for treating his employees, the wrestlers, as independent freelance artists, so that he doesn't have to give them insurance and doesn't have to take care of them, basically.
Well, now Triple H is the lead man now.
Is he
Yeah.
again?
What do you mean again?
I don't fucking know. I don't watch wrestling anymore. Anyways, we're talking about weathering with you. So keep talking about this shit because we're getting distracted. We'll have to do like a BS or something after this.
A little bit.
Because fuck.
Nagisa Amano was played by Emeka Gwindo. Yasui was played by Mike Pollock. Takai was played by Riz Ahmed. And Fumi Tachibana was played by Barbara Goodson. And guess what, folks? We have some return characters from a Shinkai.
Is Wendy here?
No.
Is my boo here?
No.
Damn.
Wendy's not here this time.
Damn it, Wendy.
But
Where are you, girl?
we got two characters from Your Name who
Oh,
just
yeah?
popped up in
Yeah.
So,
What's funny is I didn't even notice it until you said something about it beforehand. I was like,
Yeah. It was weird, but apparently this is before Taki
before they met, after he got to Tokyo, but before they met again.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Mm-hmm. I love it. Thank you.
So Mitsuha Miyamizu, played by Stephanie Shea, and Taki Tachibana, Michael Sinterniclass.
I loved it. Your Name was so good, guys. If you haven't watched it, watch it again.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Watch this one too.
Yeah.
This was good.
It was really good.
I really liked it.
Basic synopsis. A high school boy who has run away to Tokyo befriends a girl who appears to be able to manipulate the weather.
Yeah.
Super basic.
Yeah.
Super
And
basic.
I mean that's the basic gist of it. But is there anything else you got to say about this shit before I start delving into some?
No, just jump right on in.
So like one thing I didn't like about this was they never explained why he ran away. He kept talking about how terrible his family was, but they never explained why.
No, they
ran
did
away.
not touch base on that. I mean, all you see is him with bandages when you first see him on the boat.
Yeah.
Coming to Tokyo. That's it. You just see him with bandages on his face. Like 2 or 3, one across the nose, one on the cheek, one on the other cheek, and
And he just kept talking about how terrible his home life was.
Yeah.
But they never explained like the
he
specific-
felt suffocated.
Yeah, he kept saying he felt suffocated and that was it.
Yeah.
But like you don't get bandages from being suffocated.
Like, did someone smack the shit out of you?
Yeah, like did you get your ass beat?
I mean,
What-
given
yeah.
he does get beat up at least 2 more times.
Yes. Yes, he does.
At least 2 more times.
But honestly, like they had the girl who was able to manipulate. She didn't really manipulate it so much as she just was able to create sunshine in an area for like an hour.
Yeah, it basically seemed like that because apparently it's been raining for months.
Months and months and months. It has been nonstop raining.
And when she prays, the sky's clear.
Just in that spot.
Just in like a facilitated area that she's in for like small durations of time. And then it goes right back to raining.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the film, it goes from rain to temperature dropping drastically.
snow.
In August, it's 56 degrees.
Yeah, and it starts snowing.
So, yeah, snowing.
Yeah.
You can see their freaking breath.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? It was just a torrential downpour, flooding tunnels in various other areas, and now it's snowing?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. I think the only time it wasn't fully raining the whole time was when he was running from the cops after he escaped the police station, and he was on the scooter because it wasn't raining then.
No, that was after she disappeared.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So technically, it was her self-sacrifice, and
because apparently, according to the end of the movie, all of Japan is fucked because she didn't let herself die for all of Japan.
well,
but,
technically, Hodaka.
Okay, but she could have been like, nah, bro, I gotta do my thing. Because she knew that she was supposed to be.
He would have still done the.
Yeah,
he still would have gone and saved her.
He would have.
She could have just stayed there, but yeah, if he hadn't popped up, she probably would not have felt that urge to go back.
Yeah. No, because she was just pretty much accepting it at the point he got there, and being eaten by waterfish or some shit.
I don't even know.
They were just surrounding her.
Yeah, they were just like, you can sleep here forever.
Yeah.
That was it.
One of us.
One of us.
But I really enjoyed the story. I thought it was fun, except for what's his name? Hodokai?
Hodaka with
Hodaka?
his
he was. That dude need to calm the fuck down.
I mean, he's only 16.
Why did he have
16?
a gun?
Yeah. Okay, so
he said he found it.
Yeah, he did
and
find
it. Was
it.
A good luck charm.
That part was kind of weird. That was weird.
Really?
So when he first gets there, he's trying to find a part-time job.
Yeah.
So he's looking everywhere, and then they're like,
but no one will because he doesn't have a student ID.
Doesn't have an ID. He's 16. So he was staying at a manga cafe.
Yeah.
But then he couldn't afford anything because he was basically bone dry because he didn't have any work.
Yeah.
So then he's just living on the streets. Cops keep kind of popping up. Apparently, it's a constant thing because that's the same thing that happened in The Boy and the Beast.
Yeah. It was like
if you're by yourself without a parent and you're this age.
Yeah, they're like,
that's a no-no.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you think maybe you don't have to harass children?
Yeah, maybe that's a bad idea.
I mean, if they don't look like they're causing trouble, just let it go.
Yeah, just let them go.
I mean, given this kid's a runaway, but I don't think the,
Oh, you know what they also didn't explain now that I think about it?
What's up?
I'm sorry, I'm really bad with things. There's Hodaka, who was the boy.
Yes.
What was the girl's name?
Hina.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Hina. She was being dragged away by that guy.
Yeah, she was.
And I think it felt like they sort of assumed that she was going to be a prostitute of sorts.
Yeah, this club. But this is also the same club where you find Hodaka. He's like sitting outside.
Yeah.
And then a dude basically calls him out, and he's about to leave, trips, knocks over this trash can. This trash can is where he finds the gun. It was just wrapped up in a freaking paper bag.
Yeah, that doesn't seem...
That's not sketchy at all.
Sketchy at all.
But I'm like, it looked like a pizza slice. So I'm like, is it food? Did someone just throw away a good slice of pizza?
It's a good luck gun.
But then he goes to a cafe and then he opens it and he's like, pulls it right out.
Yes.
Like, bro, what are you doing? Bro, what are you doing? They just had a whole big billboard that said, firearms banned.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
No one saw it. Puts it in his backpack.
But anyways, they were dragging Hina away, and then Hodaka loses his mind and like knocks them all out and is like, run, whatever. But
yeah, he just runs through, grabs her by the arm, and runs.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't find out.
Work,
yeah.
They don't say specifically what the plan was.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the club.
Yeah.
Like, is this a gentleman's club? Is this a exotic club?
Is this a slave laborer? Like, I mean, she's trying to get money because her mom died.
Right.
And it's just her and her brother. And she says she's 18 the whole movie, but then he finds out that she's actually 15, younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, good on her for taking care of her brother and shit.
Yeah, I mean, you have to applaud that.
Yeah.
I mean, mom dies, but no one can claim you, and somehow she's managed for at least a year to keep her and her brother together in that apartment without any problem.
Yeah.
Until Hodaka. Like, bro, why are you bringing on this bad luck? Oh my goodness, a good luck charm. Was it though? I mean, technically, she did give him the burger after he got the gun.
That's true.
Which
And
he's well, it wasn't because of that. Supposedly, it's not because of that.
Yeah, that's what she said.
But yeah, I mean, he runs through, grabs her, and then they go chasing after him, and then this is the second time you see him like get messed up.
Yeah.
Because dude's like, "What do you think you're doing?" He's first it was just a slap, a playful slap, and then pa, and then he was like, "Wham!" I'm like, "Oh no, damn. Oh no!" And then he pulls the gun. He's like, "Oh, what you got, a toy?" Until he straight pulls the trigger and shoots a light. I'm like, did he actually shoot that dude? Did he actually shoot?
Yeah, that's what I thought he shot.
Because I was like, oh, that changed the whole changed the whole dynamic of the film now.
Yes. If he murdered that guy,
oh
absolutely.
Yes. Like everybody was just like awestruck by the time that when the gun went off. Like dude was like, oh
I saw
God.
it and I was like, holy shit, did he actually kill the guy? Because they didn't move for a second.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for that like body drop.
Either body drop or like a small little spray.
Yeah, something. But he
changed camera angles and you saw the light was broken. I'm like, oh God, thank God. Yeah. Thank God he didn't shoot him. Even though if it had gone through and through and it still hit the light, it'd been like, oh damn. He did. Yeah. He's so dead.
But I mean, that was the whole thing with. I thought that going through the movie that the rain was only around Hodaka at first.
Man,
I thought it was just from him, and so I assumed they were like, "Oh, she's the Sunshine Girl," and they would be like, "Oh, he's the like Rain Boy or something like that."
Right, because
until they explained.
Yeah, because they one of the interviews they did for K&A Planning, which is the company that Kisuke Suga created, and they just do articles for magazines, mostly tabloid
bullshit,
stuff,
crazy.
for believers.
Actually, random thought. Today, I saw an older black gentleman buy an Enquirer, National Enquirer, and I was like, "People still buy these?"
Apparently,
like, because I was behind him and he picked it up and he glanced at it for a second and he just put it down with all the rest of his food and I was like, "You're actually buying this?" And on the cover was like Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart's secret relationship, and I was like,
"It's not a secret,
really."
You know what their secret relationship is? They smoke a lot of weed, and they make a lot of money.
Yeah. Ooh,
wow.
That's a secret relationship.
Seeing that shit coming from a mile away since they got a fucking cooking show.
It's also National Enquirer. They can say whatever the fuck they want.
And be wrong as hell.
And be wrong as fuck.
Yay!
Good for you, National
Except for
Enquirer.
with Bigfoot.
Except for what?
Except for with Bigfoot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're always correct when it comes to Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Jersey Devil, whatever.
Le Chupacabra.
Chupacabras.
Anyways.
Scaly fuckers.
Fucking, I'm sorry for distracting. But, yeah. That was...
But yeah, they do that. So they're doing folk legends, I guess they were. Urban legends. Urban legends. Yeah. So, they go to this fortune teller. Talking about Sunshine Girls. And whatnot.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, this is bullshit.
Well, because it's funny because of the correlation that they have. Like, I think it was the sun was the fox, and the rain was a dragon spirit.
Yeah. I
was like, okay, and then they were like, too much use of the power causes them to be spirited away. And what did she do? She used the power so much.
Yeah, that she was like half glowy.
It was she was turning into water.
Yeah, and she like took down part of her robe, and she's like, "What are you looking at?"
I'm looking at the space where your titty is supposed to be, but there's nothing there. I can see the lamp. And he's just like, I'm not looking at anything. I'm looking at you, Hina. Like, I'm sorry to make fun of it, but like,
I mean,
yeah. No, I also love his little line that he's constantly saying. Tokyo sure is scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it is scary.
Because you're a runaway.
Yeah.
And you have
cops
no money.
After your ass.
Yeah.
All the time.
Apparently, especially after you pull the gun on dude and they see it on CCTV and they're like, hey.
16-year-old with a gun.
Yeah. Need you to answer some questions, guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a minor. We're not asking about that. Oh, you're not? Well, I think they should have asked questions after that. Very, very, so what's that about a minor again?
Nothing. Just kidding. JK, bro.
No.
JK.
Even that freaking cop. So the
I
cop
feel
with the
like
pop.
he overreacted a fucking lot in this movie.
And I said that because not just sporting a pompadour. Like, a pompadour is still like a great hairstyle to have.
Is it?
It's not.
It's not at all. Yeah.
You have long hair. Let it flow behind you. Put it in a little ponytail.
Let it go down.
Put it up.
Yeah.
I don't care. But why a pompadour? It's like the Japanese mullet. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's great. Business in the front, party in the back, supposedly. I mean, if you just want to show off that you're an alcoholic, that's
Good for you.
Good for you.
Pompadour it is.
You're driven by something, but I don't know what. Apparently violence.
And
Violence. Because every time I feel like he was just so serious the entire time, no matter what the situation was, like was overly serious. Like, hey, y'all ain't supposed to be living here without an adult. The fuck is going on here? We don't get CPS!
Yeah.
Man, you some bitch.
You piece of shit.
You was looking for a 16-year-old boy. What we got to do with this? Yeah, he been seen in the area. What y'all could have said was, my mom's out getting groceries, man. She'll be back. Y'all come on, go mind your business. Bye.
Well,
You ain't
I mean...
You ain't got a warrant. Get out my house.
Yeah.
Get out the house.
I don't know.
I don't know proper Japanese.
What's his name is... Hakoda was...
Hodaka.
Hodaka. Sorry, I'm really bad at that.
He just screws a lot of
He just
people's lives
screws
up.
himself.
Well, I mean, he was doing fine when he was working with Kisuke.
Yeah.
He was doing
'Cause he had a
fine.
place to live. He got a little bit of money.
And nobody. He kept his
And
head
he
down,
thought that his niece was his mistress.
which was hilarious.
Yeah. He's like, are you looking at my boobs? No!
Like,
Yeah, he was.
you were doing what everybody else was doing. It's okay.
Yeah, everybody was looking at the boobs. It's fine.
So I mean, you have our main story, but then you also have Kisuke's story where he's a father. You find out that he's a father who lost his wife in a car accident. His daughter
Is living with his mom.
Right.
Or with her mom.
I think her mom.
I think it's her mom.
The daughter has asthma, so because of all this rain, she hasn't been able to go outside because it
And
is
also,
a
he's
trigger.
smoking.
Yeah, him smoking. So he said he quit smoking, which I think he did.
But then he gets some stressful times, and he's like,
Yeah, but that that's kind of like after their first get together. I think after Hina parts the clouds so they can actually have a park day.
Yeah.
Which was really cute. It was really
It
cute.
was.
And then you find out that Natsumi is not the mistress.
And she's like, what? You thought I was the mistress? And he's like, I don't know.
You're an idiot.
He's a 16-year-old, and he's thinking with one thing, and it's everything below the belt.
I mean, she was just laying on the couch like there. Like
Showing off the goods.
yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Tone it down there, lady. But she was funny as shit.
Oh yeah, Natsumi was hilarious.
Not to be like going to all the job interviews.
You're my number one choice.
Yeah, you're my number one choice. You're my number one choice. You're my number one choice.
Oh yeah, by the end of it, screaming it like guys in the background, like, "Are you okay?"
He's like,
You're my number one choice. But just breathe. Just breathe. It's gonna be okay.
and yeah, her talking about she was a big help to Hidoko after all the shit, like helping him get away from the cops.
Oh yeah, that and as they're going through all these interviews, they're together constantly because they're there. I guess
They're
they're
doing all the
field.
interviews together.
So I think one of the last ones where they actually went to a shrine and it was Suga
That
and
was one
Natsumi.
explaining the
Right.
rain girl and
Yeah.
or the sunshine girl.
Yeah, and
How it has to
would
be a sacrifice.
use of the
You
powers.
think that dude there was like when Japan got flooded at the end of the movie, like 3 years later?
I told
I
you.
think he's like, that fucking sunshine girl. All she had to do was fucking kill herself, and that bitch.
I mean, but you
Did
saw.
not. Where is she?
Did you hear how cold Suga was after he got cold as shit, and it was just him sitting in the Kane planning, and he was asleep on the bar before Natsumi pops up and turns the heat on. It's like, I wouldn't mind if she had to die.
Yeah.
Like, Nigga, that's
Damn,
cold-blooded, son.
Damn, bro.
Cold-blooded. You met her. And you're cool with her dying? One person dying so the weather be perfectly fine for everybody else? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, you fuck.
I mean, now granted, I am one of the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. So now granted, it's just weather. Now, I feel like in being able to see the future of Japan, like in this movie, they skip 3 years and Japan is completely fucking flooded.
Yeah, because it rained.
It rained,
and it's still
kind of, and it's still raining. Yeah, but then the lady was like, "Oh yeah, Japan used to all be underwater.
Be a bay. It used to be a bay."
Yeah, and I was like, "Well, then that's how it was supposed to be. You dumb fucks built over when it cleared up a little bit. Why there?
Yeah,
there's a million other places you could have gone. Why there? So yeah, did it get flooded a little bit? That sucks.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But you know what? She didn't kill herself so that Japan could stay for a little. Maybe next time build a city that's not in such a shitty place.
We go back to
fucking Venice.
Venice? Oh yeah. Venice. New York's gonna freaking fall back into the sea.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumbasses. Why do they build these giant fucking cities on peninsulas?
Cool. They wanted to be all special.
You know, you want to build a giant fucking city, build it in the middle of a fucking I don't know, no fucking water. Fuck you. No, middle of the plains. There's some water nearby.
Yeah, where you see there's nothing but proper ground to actually build upon.
Proper ground to set your shit on.
Where there's no, there might not be water that you can see, but there's possible wells.
At least it's not going to be like, hey, let's build a shitload of amazing things like Las Vegas, LA. All these other things. Let's build all those. We don't have any water. Well, you know what? Let's just all take it from one place. Let's see how well that works out. Sorry, Southwest fucking America. You're all fucked.
Yeah.
Politics.
Hoover Dam?
Yeah, Hoover Dam. I don't know if you've ever been to the Hoover Dam. I have 3 times, and every time I go, it's lower than it was last time.
Sounds
it's
about
depressing as fuck.
Humans.
You know how many dead bodies they found in that fucking lake since it's been receding? A lot. A lot. That's depressing. Anyways, this movie is the exact opposite because water is rising.
Yeah, not falling. Would be nice if we could get that rainfall.
Why? I feel like it's been raining a lot.
I mean, in places where they need it.
See what you're saying?
Yeah.
Maybe
Japan Tokyo didn't need it.
Nah. Maybe Hidoko.
Over there in Nevada. Come on, Nevada. You need some rain.
You need a little bit of rain.
You need about 3 years of rain.
Instead, you know what? Let's just play sluts.
Need about 350.
Tree.
Need about 350
inches.
Yeah. 350 inches.
Oh boy. Anyways.
I don't know.
So weathering with you.
Yeah, it's a really good film. It's a really good film. There's a lot of points that because once again, it's not a singular linear story. It's Hodoka's story. It's Hina's story. It's Suga's story.
And her little player-ass brother.
That dude.
He's like, what?
Nagi's he doesn't even know Nagi. He just hears a name and he looks back and he's like, "This kid's in elementary school. What?"
Yeah, and the girl gets off the bus,
and then the other girl pops up on the bus.
Like, hey,
bruh.
He's like, "This guy's a player."
I should call you senpai.
Yeah, I know, right?
So he plays soccer, becomes a little mascot for their Sunshine Girl website.
Yeah, dressed up like a
little ghost.
Whatever a little ghost, and every time she prays, he's just like, and then Hodoka's got the fucking umbrella.
I'm so mad at that umbrella.
Yeah, with all the little dangling ghosts and shit on the corner.
So mad at that thing.
Did you need that?
No. It was just publicity stuff.
Yeah. Terrible. But I mean, they apparently made a shitload of money.
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, 20,000 yen for their first job.
One job.
Yeah, one job.
They were only charging 2.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a shitload of money.
Oh yeah, easily.
I mean, but you got to think about it from the people in Japan's perspective. they haven't seen sunshine in like
forever.
3 months.
Yeah, feels like forever. And
That's a lot.
but they also bring up the point of the correlation of weather and emotion.
Yeah.
So
Making them
raining all the
super happy.
yeah, sunshine will get you going.
Yeah.
Gets you up.
Can you imagine how no flea markets have been happening because of the rain? Like, I know if it's rainy here, like, there's no soccer practice.
There's nothing.
There's no...
Everything gets canceled.
Yeah, everything that's outside gets canceled.
Yep.
You want indoor flea markets? Maybe.
Hell, they last Friday when the storm came through, they actually let school out early.
Oh, they didn't let school out early where I was, but they canceled all after school activities.
Oh, down here, yeah. It's always.
But
like
you
that.
were also closer to where Ian was.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. I mean, I got rain for a little bit, but that was about it.
Lucky. Yeah, we got rain all
Crazy
night.
Wind.
It rained all night. Power went out. I don't think it came. It went out at around 5. Yeah, around 5 p.m. I just fired up Multiverses. I was like,
Bad a bitch.
I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do something since power hasn't gone out yet. And then, boom, fucker.
Oh, weathering with no one.
Yeah. I actually multiple times looked out my door to make sure that our little ghosts and pumpkin wind thing didn't go flying out of the freaking ground. I was like, let me make sure it's secure. I wanted to put some extra dirt on top of it, but I didn't. But yeah, it was terrible last week. Terrible. So yeah, great storms. Some storms great, some storms bad. All depends. Do you have a sunshine girl living in your neighborhood?
Do I?
I mean, you can always ask. Hey, do you part the clouds?
Can you, like, pray the sunshine here?
I need it.
Hello, it's depressing.
I feel some lows. I'm feeling some lows.
Please,
I need the sun.
I need some uppers. I had too many downers.
Oof. We're gonna have to talk about that in therapy.
Mm.
Womp womp.
Well, when I was a child.
That's too much.
Not
Not that far back. More recent.
Okay.
More recent.
Okay. So I walked into this therapy place and I laid down on the couch.
Did the couch go from like being a couch to an actual therapy couch?
No, I'm still laying on the therapy couch and I'm talking to you right now about.
I should be taking notes. Sound like it's gonna be a lot.
So, was there anything else you wanted to point out, like something that you really enjoyed? I liked the artwork of the rain. Really, that's what stood out to me. I really enjoyed that.
So I feel like they touched on seeing these waterfish.
Yeah.
Like everybody seeing the waterfish and the huge gatherings of water that looked like, I don't know, they looked like either pools or they looked
Plateaus.
like people or something.
Yeah.
Like that one in the city looked almost like it was a bent over person with his arms crossed, kind of.
Yeah.
And then it just sploosh. But that's also what happened on the boat when
That one sudden deluge of.
like it was just like collected, and then it's like a burst bubble just. Boom.
Yeah.
And that's how Suga and Hodoka actually met. But they don't touch on that anymore after that fact. Like you see when the water bubbles pop around or gather around her when she prays the sun away on one of their almost last jobs, or their biggest job, when she goes to the top of that building.
Yeah.
That scene right there to me was phenomenal. And when I say that, because of how they did a cinematography for the sun over that building,
Yeah.
something just, I don't know, it just hit something.
It,
I was
no,
like,
it hit you right.
it was
the
like
way they did that
It was
art.
like semi-watery eyes for some reason. I was like, why?
It's so.
But why? Like
because
of
I
it's-
personally like. It's like The Last of Us. Like I love that modern architecture grown over.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I think that sort of thing is like, oh, it's so beautiful. Like I don't know, I'm just a weirdo, but like that old, like a city that's been overgrown for 30 years and has been free to go, like with trees and plants and all that shit. It's just pretty.
Right.
I think that sort of thing is really pretty. Like the way that people imagine it is really interesting. Like again, in Last of Us, like when they're walking down the roads and the roads are overgrown with plants, like no one's upkeeping them, but
No. No.
There are certain points where like they're getting through, so you see parts of the pavement, but you also see like the bushes and the trees and everything overgrown and
everything. Yeah, nature taking back.
Taking back, and I love that. Love that. But that's how it was on that one abandoned building where that arch was.
Right. Outside of that, I mean, just like I said, I'm a sucker for great scenery in an anime, and this was even with their backgrounds and, for instance, I think when the cops came to Suga's place to ask about Hodoka, like you could just see all the detail that they put into the entire room. It wasn't like, let's just add shadow here and make it look like it's dark because it's too dark to see.
Yeah.
No, they actually gave you like clothes, the desk.
Yeah.
You know, every small point adds to the vibrancy of a scene.
Yeah, and I feel like there was not a scene that was lacking.
No,
in
not
this
at
movie.
all. I
Like,
mean,
everything was so detailed and beautiful. Like it was phenomenal. The artwork was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
in this
like I said, as far as the art director for this, I'll give you the art.
Was it the same one as the regular director?
No, no. So you have an art director, you have an animation director, and you have the character design. So Hiroshi Takiguchi was the art director. The director of the animation was Atsushi Tamura, and character designs were done by Masayoshi Tanaka. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, not everybody does the same thing. Like I think, which anime did we do that had Summer Wars, where they had two separate teams.
2 separate ones? Yeah. One for the inside the game and one for the outside the game.
Yep. So with this, it's a lot because you're looking at the 2D, but then you have those scenes where you had, like I said, you had the 3D for the water scenes.
And the ship and shit like that, yeah.
Yeah. So it blends better. And I think with animation nowadays, it's gotten way better where you don't see that huge division.
Yeah. I really like this one. As far as ratings are concerned, I'm going to give it an 8.5.
8.5?
8.5 rainfish.
Oh, the rainfish.
Out of 100 because there was a lot of them.
Yeah,
Even though they didn't really explain why, and they didn't explain.
Yeah, I mean, think of them as like.
I really just want to know why Hodoka was running away from home. What did his family do?
Yeah, I would like
an explanation for that, please.
Well, there is a graphic novel and a light novel of the same name that that Shinkai put out the light novel. It was published literally like a day before the film came out.
Okay.
Which was hilarious. I was like, what?
Give it time, bro.
No. Buy this, read it overnight, didn't come see the movie.
No!
And you know damn well someone did it.
Yeah.
Or multiple people.
Somebody did.
And then the manga was serialized, I think, the same year. Whatever. Where did I put
But I mean, either way, I really like. It's ridiculous that we've watched a couple of rom-coms, or not rom-coms, but slice of lives that were like, meh. But
Right.
then like this one and Your Name were,
I mean,
fucking up there.
we've done three slice of lives.
Yeah, we did.
Because we did words bubble up like
Words Bubble Up, and that was
we were like,
garbage.
all we wanted to do was slap the crap out of someone.
Yeah,
we
but I assume
constantly
that one was
like your basis.
how they all are.
For the most part, I believe most of them are. Until you get to like sports stuff, it's still kind of slice of lifey, but they're like, let's amp it up
With sports.
like Haikyuu. If you've never, I know you've never seen Haikyuu.
Nope.
It's a volleyball anime, and people love it. I am okay with it because I like some of the characters.
You don't like volleyball?
I mean, I like volleyball, but I don't play it exclusively. Like, there's one coming out this, if it hasn't already come out, called Blue Lock. That's coming out this fall. So, should be out soon, if not already.
Okay.
And it's soccer, and I fucking love soccer. I've been watching Welcome to Wrexham with Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney.
You would.
You fucking right, I would. Me and my brother-in-law have actually started following Wrexham.
Oh, Jesus.
They're number 2.
Ooh.
they get the
I don't
number,
watch sports.
if they get the number one spot, guess what? They're getting up a league, and that's exactly what Ryan and Rob have been trying to do all season.
Oh, that's right, because that's the reality show where they've actually bought
An actual football team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's awesome. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hating on sports.
Nah, I don't watch sports ball. Field a score goal. Woo!
This one, in comparison to Your Name, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.7.
8.7.
Yeah, take it up a notch.
Okay.
Or 2.
I'll give you that.
Because I mean, it was compelling. It had a lot of compelling points to it. Because I really wanted, like you said, wanted to see what Hodaka was running from.
I want
to know why a huge hotel room that they got was $280 when dude at the Manga Cafe was charging $280 for a goddamn 20-minute shower.
A hole in the wall. Yeah.
You're like, what? Why do you?
I feel like they did that intentionally to be like, all right, those kids are going to be in there because I know they're doing something shady.
A little bit.
And so
because I mean, everybody else was like, you don't have an ID.
Yeah.
It's not about the money.
And you're telling me the super fancy hotel was like, oh, go ahead, it's fine. Yeah, I feel like they were like, yeah, $280, and then they get them in there, and then they're like, hey, cops, there's some kids in here who obviously are not supposed to be in a hotel by themselves.
Probably.
And that's how they got caught, because they never
Freaking
said
old
what
lady.
time it was.
No, because it was...
when they got picked up, because it was like middle of the night, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No. It was the following day. It was after Hina got,
yeah, because she disappeared.
spirited away.
Yeah,
It was the very following day after they've had all this amazing time in the room.
yeah, because they were having all the good times, and she's like, I'm taking a bath by myself.
I love how he was praying to God. God, if you're real,
Don't let her disappear.
let us stay like this forever. Don't take anything else from us.
And then immediately take Hina from you. You cruel bitch.
Well, let's not get into religion. It's a slippery slope. He is a vengeful God. He is a God who knows no mercy. But he gives you all the love. As long as you don't worship anyone else but him.
Okay, let's not get into religion, because that's really something.
Sounds like Zeus.
Stop it. Shh.
You.
Stop. Okay.
But take...
Zeus is a prick. We all
Obviously.
know that. He was a prick.
That guy was a player.
He was a super
Terrible player.
You know what?
I created humans, and I'm
gonna
like...
turn into a swan so I can fuck this human.
Right?
Right?
Like,
Yeah,
not only did I create you, but I'm going to just come down here and be like...
I'm gonna fuck everything that's pretty.
Like my penis. Do you like it?
I want to make this woman be attracted to cows.
I'm just going to have lots of illegitimate children.
Yes, God, it's terrible.
We'll just create all these demigods on Earth.
This is a piece
You have a place in our Olympus if you wish, my child. Or just leave them down there and just be like, go kill some shit.
Good luck.
Make yourself look pretty.
Terrible. God. Anyways, so Jay,
You know,
how can you find us?
how can you find us?
How
can we
they
find you?
us? How can they find us?
Oh.
KJ and a podcast at gmail.com. That's the basic. Like,
That's where you
shoot
can
us an email.
contact us.
Directly.
Or you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at KJNA Podcast. And you can also find us on Facebook and KJN Community.
Yeah, that's where
and
we
if you
like
want
hang
to
out.
chat with us, guess what? We got a KJNA chat too.
Oh my God, we totally do. I've said hello a couple times, and we were talking to some people.
Yeah, I haven't talked as much.
Yeah.
I want other people to start talking besides me.
Yeah, well.
Start a conversation anytime.
Yeah, you guys start talking, and I'll join in.
Yeah.
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 So that's KJN Podcast. Thank you so much for listening to With the Ring with You. Or next movie.
Yeah, what is
I'm
the next
picking
one?
one.
Yeah, what are you picking?
Whatever the most fucked up one I can find is.
So hentai.
Something that's going to be terrible.
So
no,
hentai.
not hentai.
No, not hentai.
Something just terrible.
So yaoi.
So we can rag on that bitch.
Oh.
I'm going to rag on it. I'm going to search for the worst animes, and I'm going to pick.
So what you're saying is you're going to find something from 1980.
No, you don't need to find anything. I'm going to find it.
Oh yeah,
Don't
you're
worry.
going to find something from 1980.
Yeah, something terrible. Like, I'm thinking of something that rhymes with Oshigun, I'm Ranger.
Thanks for ruining the taste buds in my mouth with that.
Suddenly, I'm not hungry anymore.
Sounds like I want to go throw up. Ew. Terrible. Dastardly.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Mwah.